start off, to get into our data fields, we're just going to press the top right button to go into our activities here. We're just going to go into run. Then we're going to keep hold of the middle left button here and go into run settings, data screens, and then we're going to press the top right button again to edit. For this, we're just going to go through all of the data fields, so I'm just going to go into there, and we're just going to edit this one because it doesn't really matter. So these are kind of grouped by what type of data they show. We're going to start with distance fields. Distance is quite self-explanatory. It's how far you've gone on your current activity. Lap distance is how far into your current lap you are. For most people and for most runs, this will be either 1K or 1 mile. So how far are you into that 1K or 1 mile lap. Last lap distance, self-explanatory. That's how far you went on your last lap. This is pretty useless for most runs because it will just be 1K or 1 mile because that's how long your last lap was. If you're doing intervals, obviously it's a bit different, but we won't get into that here. Next up, pace fields. So pace. This is the pace you're running at within like the last 5 seconds of your run. So this will be measured in minutes per split. So minutes per K or minutes per mile. This field is quite volatile, as in if you're running up a hill, it will go down very quickly. If you're running downhill, it will go up very quickly. So it's not the best indicator of how fast your run is. It's just an indicator of how fast you're going in that moment. Average pace, much more useful. This is the average pace per split for the entire run so far. Lap pace, this is your average pace for the current lap you're on. So again, if your splits are in kilometers, this will be the average pace for that current kilometer. This is really useful. Last lap pace, self-explanatory, how fast on average you ran the last lap. Next up, speed fields. Speed, similar to pace before, speed is the current speed you're running at. This is measured in normally kilometers per hour or miles per hour. Again, this is incredibly volatile. This will change and go down if you're running up a hill, and it will ramp up if you're going down a hill. So it's not the best kind of measure of how fast your actual run is. It just tells you how fast you're going in that current moment. Average speed, similar to average pace, your average speed throughout the entire duration of that activity. Lap speed, average speed during that lap you're in. Last lap speed, again, pretty self-explanatory, how fast you ran that last lap. That will either be how fast you ran the last K or how fast you ran the last mile. Maximum speed, the top speed you've achieved during the run. This is incredibly useless, but it's there if you want it. Vertical speed, how fast you're traveling up or down. So if you're going up a hill, it's how fast you're traveling upwards. And again, back to speed, nice and easy. Heart rate fields, your current heart rate. So is your current heart rate in that moment. Heart rate gauge, similar thing, but it shows your zone. So you can see the colors at the top. If you're looking for zone 2, it's the little blue one. That's the only one everyone seems to care about. Average heart rate, your average heart rate for that activity. Heart rate zone, the heart rate zone you're in. So right now I'm not doing anything, so I'm not even in zone 1. If this was to say 2.5, I'd be halfway through zone 2. Aerobic training effect, this is a Garmin thing, so this is how much impact on your aerobic fitness the watch thinks the current activity is having. Similar for anaerobic training effect, how much impact on your anaerobic ability the watch thinks your current activity has. Training effect gauge, this is just both of those things kind of mixed together.